Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back for another TOS video. So this week everybody's gonna be pretty busy, right? Since another joint operation is out, and yeah, today we're gonna go through a bit of this week's joint operation battle. Right, I'm gonna show you what's the team that I'm gonna use for these joint operations, right? So as I mentioned already, my own team. So of course for joint operation, I can't really go easy on it because you have like limited time and you want to push as far as possible, right? So this is solely using the cards of my own ability, and then if you guys can copy it, then yeah, go ahead and copy. So you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 attempts, right? One will be the early game of the joint operation, which is like the below 50% and stuff like that, and the second try will be a battle which is nearing the boss, right, and how to tackle the boss, something like that. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have here. So you can see I'm gonna go for the lowest one, which is 35%, right, which is pretty much you can't really hit 35 to 100, right? For me at least. Right, so here I have a early game team and a late game team. So here I'm going to use my early game team, which is my Aether, right? To be honest, nothing beats the Aether team for joint operation, because as I mentioned, every single member plays a role. Like 2-second movement time, done. Dazi does the job. Enchanted shield or whatever enchanted colors that you need. You have this fire beast here that enchants the board. Overheal shield or hard shield, Dagon does the job. Right, Curse is there for extra damage, and then Aether for the extra burst whenever needed. Right, and then Aether is on CD6, which is easy to store back. Every card is pretty much easy to store back. Right, so last but not least, another reminder to turn off all attack animations as well as skill confirmation. Right, so here today, this time the joint operation have a very special way of starting. Right, so you can see here we have a few cards that are ready. So it's more of a roulette kind of thing. So it's a random effect once you start the joint ops. Right, it's no longer a standard all members minus 6 CD or something like that, right? No more. So we're greeted with a more pretty much in collaboration of the Richman, the Richman series, which is the more roulette spinning kind of gameplay. Right, so here you can see here I'm about to start my burst once Curse is ready. So let's just wait for that. So as of now, I can just play around, try to deal as much damage as possible. Right, try not to use any active skills, because even if you use it now, the amount of burst you give isn't really that big. Alright, so try to conserve them. So dissolving water does not help because they lock Dagon. Okay, Curse is up. So let's do this. Right, so from here onwards is pretty much like bombarding the entire battle. Right, so you can see here hard shield. So Dagon does the job. So as of now, you can see I'm just trying to wash off some runes, waiting for more fire runes to appear. Right, so as of now, still very little fire runes. So I'm just gonna hold back for a while. Okay, and convert. Ah shit, a bit more. So you can see that pretty much we have all the cards available to counter like any sort of skill out there, right? Which is good, right? Joint operation, the main point is to kind of bring a team that can pretty much counter anything. Right, so you can see here Enchanted Shield, which in this case we have already done whatever conversion needed. Right, so you can see here this team is very, very versatile in terms of countering whatever skill that pops out. Right, so here I actually went for the Aether, because you can see I'm running out of Enchanted and I want all attributes to actually have an effect of each other. Right, so in which I on Aether. So here, okay, so dissolving fire is gonna do a bit less damage, so doesn't really matter. Let's just go ahead to burst down this. Ooh, that's a lot of reduction. Right, so here, let's try to kill it off ASAP. This is really taking up too much time. Okay, done. So battle 12. So I'm not really sure how much percent I've done. So what's this? Enchanted fire. Do we have enchanted fire? Okay, so conveniently I already have enchanted fire on the board, so that's good. So now we need that earth runes. Right, so let's on Aether to guarantee a kill. Right, so you can see both, since one Aether pops back up already, so I have both again. So why not just use it, right? So here you can see time is pretty much running out already, so you can just utilize all your active skill if possible. Alright, that's quite a bad spin. Crap, can we make it to one more battle? Come on, please. Oh, we can't. I wasted it. Crap went for one more spin if I kind of kill it off. Right, so that's it for my early game. Early game, I usually use Aether to kind of push my way through. And yeah, it's always a great soulstone. Okay, so it's 65% now. How much did I push? 35 to 65, so that's 30%, which is like pretty much the average that I usually do. Alright, so next up we're gonna go ahead do the one that is almost at the boss. Let's take this 85% as an example. Now this is only one spirit, but in a way it's the same. Alright, so here I'm gonna go ahead with my Beelzebub Michael Lucifer team. Right, notice that I've swapped Keijo out and replaced it with Minamoto. Right, that is actually a very important part of the team setup. Right, so here, oh shit, the 2 million defense. Okay, we have to wait for Michael Lucifer to be up in order to actually do something to this guy. Right, one more turn. So by playing the late game battles, you know that it's still 5 minutes, so you can really take your time here to actually rack up a bit of CD or whatever multiplier that you're actually accumulating, depending on the team that you're actually using. Right, so here I have no choice but to actually wait for my second Michael Lucifer, because owning this skill will require me to wait for the other Lucifer to be ready. Right, I wanted to use the Link skill for Minamoto. If not, we can't possibly break through the damage, right? Unless we try to do this. Okay, let's go for compulsion. Okay, fingers crossed. Not sure whether I can make it for this. 39k. Can we break that 2 million defense? I hope so. Yes. Okay. Got it. Oh my gosh, that was quite a tough one to go through. Right, so you can see here reduce movement time. So here, if possible, I can. Let's try to use Luna. Okay, just nice. Oh, so we got the debuff after that. Okay, didn't really read the skill there. Right, so you can see here the boss actually gives. Let's read the skill since you have 2 minutes, right? So when moving rune stones, there will be mass runes. There will be a mass trail. So after each round before summoner starts moving, a random rune stone will turn into dark runes. And if you actually dissolve dark runes, you can't attack the mob or the boss, right? And the more dark combos made, the more times the enemy attacks. So only first batch, right? So which is why I bring Minamoto, because once I do this convert, Radiant Gloomy Heart, and then I use not Battlefield or Thunder, but Minamoto's personal skill, it converts away the dark runes, right? So here, all I need to do is 5 combos. Right, let's try to pull off that 5 combos. Not sure whether I can pull it off or not, but let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so together with Luna, right, definitely more than enough. Right, if your Bizzlebout is ready, then all the more is better, right, for more burst. Right, so I would say that this team is the better team to take down the boss as compared to Aether. Right, which is why I have 2 separate teams, the early game team and the late game team, to kind of perform in these joint operations. Right, so the pathetic reward. Do I have the boss card? Yes, I do have the boss card. Alright, so very good. Right, so that's all for this joint operation video. Right, hopefully you guys will not find this boss too much of an ass to take down. Right, in fact, the first time I did not really read the skill properly and I dissolved dark runes, and hence I did not attack the boss at all. Right, so it's good to take a few seconds to actually read the skill of the boss before doing any reckless move, because if you on any active skill and then you fail that burst because you misread or misunderstand the skill the boss have, then you're gonna waste that active skill, and in turn you're gonna have to rinse your CD back, and it's gonna take more time. Right, so yeah, there's a bit of a lesson learned from my side, right? So just sharing a bit with you guys. Right, so with this, gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.